Yo, what's going on, guys? You already know the vibes. You already know what time it is. This is your boy, the one and only Honcho J23, coming to you live with a very special edition of Independent Scene Podcast. I want to take this opportunity right now to thank you guys for joining me this evening. I am truly honored to once again be before you to share another journey with you. I had a really dope artist in the building. He goes by the name of K Davis. Truly a man that's on the rise. He's on the rocks out here, you know what I'm saying, doing this thing, putting on for the culture, putting on for the city. So I definitely want to, appreciate and thank him for reaching out and tapping in. I'm definitely gonna chop it out with him, get some info, get some details, get some gems, get some advice, the whole 9 yards. Feel free to ask him questions. Feel free to ask myself questions. We're both answering questions if you feel the need to want to ask. And hey, this is what we do. This is how the process and this is how the system go. You know what I mean? Shout out to my guy Oxymoron. What up, my boy? I see you in the chat. I see you. I see you. Um, but yeah, man. Like I said, yeah, this is something that I love to do, man, and I'm glad to have you guys with me for the special edition. Real quickly, also, I have already locked in episode 199. That is already done and complete. Make sure you guys go back and check that episode out. I'm talking with West Side Jones. Definitely a dope artist and out there where he's at. And now we're right here at 200. I haven't released 200 yet. I haven't done episodes 200 yet, but it is coming. It is in the works, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you guys stay locked in for that because 200 is major. It's a milestone. It's big. It's huge. So definitely can't wait to get that locked in and get that to you guys. But like I said, with that being said, so I'm gonna get my man K Davis in here, and then we're gonna get this show popping. You feel me? And like I said, I appreciate every one of you tapping in. So with that being said, my man is in the building. So let's get it. I see you, bro. I see you. Hold on. What up, my
What's up with you, man?
brother, man? How you doing, fam?
Chilling, man, chilling.
That's first of all, let me just take the opportunity and the chance to say, first of all, welcome to the platform, man. It's definitely a pleasure to have you on the platform, man. Definitely good to chop it up with you, man. And
Right.
definitely real quick, introduce yourself to the people, and then we're gonna jump right into it.
It's K Davis, man. You know what I'm saying? I do a few things here and there, but I'm doing this music thing, you feel me? So that's what I'm on right now.
Most definitely, most definitely. All right. Well, with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and jump into the interview, my guy. So first things first, man. How did you get into music, and where did it start for you?
Man, it really started like in middle school, man. It started back listening to like people like Ludacris. I mean, it's a while ago. But just hearing them rap and seeing how they were doing for like the southern artists and making music sound so hot, like it was something else. So really, from there, we just started like freestyling and then
Okay.
started putting it on paper, and it just took off from there. It's been my love ever since, really.
Okay. Now, real quickly, how long have you been doing music, and how long have you been in this game?
Sheesh, whoa. Well, I mean, I guess I counted all the way from the beginning. I feel like once you start making music, no matter what capacity it is, you pretty much is in the game. You may not be just as big as the biggest artist, but you are an artist nonetheless. So I've been doing it for at least the past about 10 years.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now, within those 10 years, what has been truly the most rewarding about being able to not only showcase yourself, but being able to put out your music and being able to create a sound of your own that everyone all around the world is able to relate to and be able to vibe to?
Man, I think the most rewarding thing that's ever happened, um, well, with the more online access that people could get it from anywhere, is actually like in your neighborhood. Like if you hear somebody come up like, ah, man, I just heard your song, or they come up and spit some lyrics to you from a song that you recently made. It's like, really,
Yeah.
it's like you know people listening, or you know people rock with it, but to hear somebody repeat it, that's like, oh man, that person must have really listened, really dug it, like, and listened to it like 4 or 5 times, you know, like
Right.
really, they really like what you're putting out, and that's really something that kind of makes you feel good on the inside, really, to make you want to keep going.
Okay. Okay. So let me ask you this. So out of all the places that you may have been to or performed at, what's been your most favorite place that you've been to that where you've performed that you really said to yourself like this place is a vibe, it's a bop for me. Like I can come here and truly be myself.
Uh, I say the most exciting place we did. I did a homecoming at Westland like a couple of years ago,
Okay.
and that was like one of the best places. But I think the biggest vibe I felt was, man, some small joint, some small like real intimate joint we did in Raleigh.
Okay.
That was like the most intimate, man. I mean, people was really into every artist that came up there, and it was like, in the show, the people who put the show on, what they did was once the show was over, like every artist that went up there, they gave them like $10. I mean,
Hmm.
you know, just something to say, hey man, we appreciate y'all coming by. Like we
Right.
appreciate y'all getting on stage, and it taught you like it actually taught you how to, I guess, get paid for performing. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of artists, when you first start, you don't really get that feeling, or you don't really get that exercise, or you know that feeling of being paid for doing what you do. Because majority
Hmm.
of the time, you gotta pay for a show, or you gotta, put up your own show, and then you shelling out money. So I mean, it was a different, especially because it was a free show too. So
Right.
it was a different feeling, and it really just all came together, man.
Okay. Okay. So let me ask you this, man. So who has been some of your top musical influence of today?
Um, Man, well, first man, I gotta give it to my dog Big Crit, man.
No.
That's one of the cats that a lot of people might not tune into, but man, that dude can go. Crit, um, like I said, Ludacris from really was who I say I get the credit to, who really got me started from back in the day. So those
Okay.
would be those, and a lot of conscientious rappers too, like the Commons and the Talib Kweli's. Those are the cats that really, I guess, really motivated me to say something that has some meaning to it. Like
Okay.
even if it's a hot verse, you can still get a lesson from it, or you still get a vibe from a feeling from it.
Okay. Okay. So real quick, when it comes to goals and aspirations, we're in the year of 2021 and so much has, transpired in the year of 2021. But I know specifically, what are your goals, aspirations that you are wanting to accomplish this year in 2021?
Well, by the end of the year, I want to have at least, excuse me, 2 albums done.
No.
Just put those out just to be releasing music because I love the freedom of the way it is now. I mean, we still all would like for the labels to come at us or whatever, but I do like the freedom of being able to be whatever artist you want to be at the point you want to be at. So that's what I'm looking for, at least 2 albums by the end of the year. Um, I run a little RA culture brand, little clothing brand, so I'm trying to get that off the ground. I got a lot on them, you know what I'm saying, less shirt on right now. So I'm
Okay.
trying to get that up and moving, but that's what my plans for the rest of the year is to get my music off and get my clothing brand up, and we'll see what next year brings.
Okay. Okay. So real quick, speaking on social media for a second, switching gears also,
Okay.
social media has been a huge part of of everybody's life pretty much, and like you said earlier, you're able to put your content out there, and put yourself out there for people to recognize you and notice you, man. But how has social media helped you or benefited you in any kind of way?
Man, it's been an amazing benefit. I mean, like before, people were really doing it that way.
Mm-hmm.
It was tough, man. You had to really like get to these shows for people to know who you were. Like you really had to get it out the trunk. You really had to sell the CDs, pass them out for free, put your information on the CD in case
Right.
somebody important get it, and then they
Right.
can hit you up if they want to. I mean, you really had to do some moving and networking out here. But with social media, man, it's a lot. simpler. It's a lot more people you can get to that
Right.
you may not have been able to get to before that may like your music, you know, over a group that you were able to get to, but they didn't really feel it. So you're able to touch more people now than you were before, which is amazing.
Okay. Okay. So let me ask you this real quick, switching gears again. Talk to us a little bit about your growing up. What was growing up like for you as a child, you know, and you know, what was that transition like for you?
Growing up, man, I actually believe my childhood was like, looking back on it, it was a beautiful thing because I grew up in so many different, I ain't gonna say cultural backgrounds, but I grew up in so many different environments that really enhanced how my music comes across. Because, like,
Okay.
I grew up in the hood, if you would say,
Okay.
on
Okay.
Leach Street, you know what I'm saying? For those from Wilson that know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? I went to what's considered the hood school and elementary school. So, you know, that's kind of bred in you from the get-go. And
Okay.
then middle school, I kind of moved, you know, to where I was more of a athletic person. So I was like in that athletic community where everybody's like, oh, you really good. You know, we going to take care of you, make sure everything's right. You know, you kind of, you get that little athlete, you know, you know, that push give to you.
Right.
So I
Right.
grew up in there. And then high school, you know, I was a big people person. So I
Okay.
grew up in a lot of a different environment where, you know, I had more white folks around, you know, at that time in high school. So I was able to just move between the different parties of people and was able to be well rounded. So my childhood was, I appreciated it from the get, man.
Okay. Okay. Real quick, give us your best piece of advice that you've gotten in life.
Mm. Okay. Yeah. Well, it was a lot of things going through my head too. I think the best piece of advice that I've gotten is if you always do the same thing you always done, you're gonna keep getting the same thing you always got. So if you
Okay.
want something different, you got to do something different. You know, you got to step out there, put yourself out there.
Okay. Okay. Now, real give us. Now, I need not only give us, but I need you to talk directly to the people that are watching, that are tuning, all people that are up and coming, all the art, all the rappers, the future R&B artists. You know, what I'm saying future producers, engineers, DJs, whatever, how you know whatever category they're in. You know, what advice can you give to them to keep them pushing, keep them striving, to keep them going?
And that's it's just as simple as just keep going, man. Just put it out there, because a lot of people will do music and sit on it, and they might think, oh man, I don't know how people gonna like this, but put it out there, man. Just put it out. If
Mm.
you love it, if you love what you're doing, put it out there for the people to hear.
Okay.
Just keep going. Never stop going. Never stop stepping out of that box. Never stop looking for new ideas. Never stop putting your music on all the platforms you can find. Even if this platform you ain't never heard about, this is the first time you heard about it, put your music out there. It could
Right.
be 100 people out there, but you know what? That's 100 people that might not have heard you on any other site but that one.
Right.
So
Right.
keep going. Put your music out there, man. Hone in on your skills. If it's really what you want to do it.
Most
I
definitely.
say as soon as you start any type of music or DJing or singing or songwriting, you are that. You are an artist, you are a DJ, you are a songwriter. It don't matter if you got a deal, don't matter if you sold a lot of records, don't matter if you wrote for the famous people. It don't matter nothing, man. You are right then an artist. So just keep going.
That part.
Keep
That
going.
Okay. Okay. So let me ask you this. So whenever you go into any performance of any kind, what is your mental state like for you? What is it? How do you mentally train yourself and get prepared?
Man. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, man. At the beginning, I'm always like the butterflies is always there, but
Okay.
somebody told me that's a good thing. Like you know, they let you know it still feel new, but the butterflies is always there. I always try to go over the set in my head just to make sure, okay, I know what's coming next, and I don't know, just to keep my mind off of I don't know the butterflies. So to
Okay.
keep my mind off the butterflies, I think about the set, and then once I hit the stage, it's all over. It's
Okay.
game time. Then it's just like I'm in the mood now. I'm in the mode.
Okay. Okay.
Oh.
Feel that. I feel that. So let me ask you this. So whenever you put out, what is the behind the music and behind you as a person, as an artist, that you want in the world to take away from it?
Um, Man, good vibes, man. Whatever, because I make like plenty of different music. So whatever the vibe is, I just want you to take a feeling away that makes you better than when you left the song. So
Okay.
it might not even be nothing like uplifting, or it may just be a hot verse. But you may
Right.
feel like, "Dang, that was hot, man," and you might start just feeling good. Like so,
Right.
I
Right.
want you just to be better than when you heard the song.
Most
That's
definitely.
pretty much it. That's all I can ask. It don't matter what you take from it. It could have been just one line. That's like, you know what? Yeah, he right. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, he right. That's
Okay.
it.
Okay. Okay. So real quick, switching gears now, switching gears to music for a second, man. There's been a lot that has occurred in America. Of course, pandemic, of course, with the police brutality, the social injustice, things of that nature, man. But,
Right.
as a man and, sitting back and, taking all of this in and seeing everything that's transpiring all around the world, what is your take and your feedback on all of it, on all of this that's taking place?
Whew, boy, that's a big topic. Um, I think I think where I am with it right now is I think we must keep going. I know over the past years, a lot of things have happened to us, and we've stood up against them. We marched, and we've had a strong start, and we had that this time. But now I believe, different than those past ones, we are continuing to move forward. We're not just letting it go back silent. We're not just letting people say, "Oh, okay, y'all march, well, it's over." We're not letting people do what they want to do to our movement. We're not letting people say what they want to say about our movement. We are still trudging forward because we know enough is enough, man.
Right.
At some point, it has to stop. At some point, it has to change, and we won't stop moving forward until it does.
Most,
And people are starting to see the power of voting. People are starting to see the power of legislation that
hmm
they didn't see the value in before. It's like, why am I voting for them? How are they affecting me? Well, now you see how they're affecting you. You see
Right.
the laws that have been passed in the past that are allowing cops to have this type of leeway to perform these type of actions
Mm.
towards people and not really have their rules to pretty much punish them, if you want, for lack of a better word.
Okay.
But that changes with legislation. So I think we had a strong start, and I am proud to say that we are continuing to move forward. And I think with that and everybody joining in on the efforts, we'll get what we deserve and what we should have been had, but we'll get things like they should be.
Okay. Okay. All right. I feel you on that. I feel you on that. All right. So real quick, want to throw some fun facts at you for people that may not know. Some real quick fun facts. The fun facts they go simply like this. So first of all, give us some of your favorite hobbies. What are some of your favorite hobbies that you do outside of the music world?
Um, Favorite hobby would be designing. Like I said, with the clothing brand, I design all the designs you see on the shirt. I design all those. Um, I like doing. I go to the gym, and I like working out with the kids, with the family, with my
Okay.
wife. I like shooting hoops. You know what I'm saying? I
Okay.
shoot the hoops. I sling the rock if somebody trying to play football. Like, I'm active, man. I like to be active. I like that.
Okay.
Whatever's moving, I like to be a part of it.
Okay. All right. So give us your favorite food.
Uh, oh, well, man, that's hands down spaghetti, man. That's hands down.
Yes, sir.
So
Okay.
you too?
Yes, sir. That's my
Yeah,
favorite.
hands down.
Okay, okay. All right, so give us your favorite color.
Okay, favorite color. At first my favorite color was blue, but it's green now. Favorite color is green now.
Okay, okay, okay. Give
I'm
us your
twisted. Favorite green. Favorite movie.
yeah. Give us your favorite movie.
Oh man, easy man. White man can't jump. You ever
Okay,
seen that?
okay. All right. I haven't, but I have heard about it. I
Hey,
have
you
heard.
gotta watch that, man. That's my favorite movie, man. White man can't jump. That in Life. I like Life too.
Okay, okay. Now give us your favorite TV show.
Oh, let's see. Favorite TV show. Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. My favorite TV show is probably like Grey's Anatomy or Station 19 or one of them Shonda Rhimes shows. Yeah, one of them shows, Shondaland shows. Yeah, whatever
Okay.
one of them. That's probably my favorite TV shows.
Okay. Okay. All right. I feel you on that. All right. So now switching gears again, getting into the sports side, because you mentioned, you're athletic, you like to be active, man. You know,
Oh yeah.
who so now my question now becomes, who is your favorite basketball team and favorite football team?
All right, so football team would be the Vikings.
Okay.
We probably ain't on that same boat, but it's all right. It's all right. We doing all right.
Okay.
The Vikings. My favorite basketball team, man, it's been for a long time, was the 76ers.
Okay.
I don't know. But right now, well, since Iverson left, I'm a Boston Celtics fan, man. That's my team right there. I've been
Okay. Okay.
Celtics for a minute.
Okay. And real quick now, give us your zodiac. What's your zodiac?
Pisces, man.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Pisces.
That's what it is. That's what it is. All right. So my other question to you is, you mentioned, your wife, kids, and things of that nature, man. What is their thoughts and feedback on seeing you doing everything that you're doing and blossoming so well?
Proud, man. Proud of me, really. That's what I feel when I show them like a design, or when I show them like, hey, I got this interview
Right.
that we'll be doing Saturday night at 8, and they proud, man. You feel it, and that's something they don't even got to say. And they're excited too, because I'm not just only doing it by myself. I try to include them too. So like for my athletic brand that's coming later on, I got a little section with my daughter's, ideas in it. So
Okay.
she probably be the first 12-year-old with her own, athletic line in a minute. So
Oh shit. Okay. Okay.
yeah, I think they're excited and proud, man. That's what I got to say.
Definitely got to support Black excellence, man. Especially with the kids, man. Kids, they have their imaginations, man, can run
Yes.
whenever you are able to be in that atmosphere where a kid is creating in their mind. So it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
All right. So my other question to you, man, we've been having a lot of versus battles, man. And we have some future ones coming up. We got Eve and Trina going 1-on-1.
Oh, dang.
Got I think the next one was supposed to be, I think they said Chris Brown and somebody, but I'm not entirely sure. But what I want to get from you is, what's been your most favorite battle, and who do you see next stepping into the ring?
Man, my favorite battle was probably the Jeezy and Gucci, man. I watched that one entirely.
Okay.
I did like the Swiss and Timberland.
Okay.
I didn't see the whole thing, but I like because sometimes you don't know that they made that song or they produced that song. It's like, what?
Right.
They produced that? And then
Right.
when you see them put their hits against each other, it's like, man, come on now.
Yeah.
I know he had them type of hits in the suitcase.
Right.
Yeah. For the future, oh boy, it'd be tough because I know they got like guidelines as far as who they're gonna get to go.
Okay.
It'd be tough. Boy, I like to see. I don't know, maybe a Nas and Jay-Z or something like that.
Okay. 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 I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah, that might be a decent one.
Okay. Okay. So match this. So, if you could change one thing about yourself, what would that one thing be?
Oh man, I finally figured it out.
Okay.
If I could change one thing, man, it would be procrastination, man. I
Oh.
tend to I tend to have stuff lined up,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like I enjoy having them lined up. So like
Mm-hmm.
instead of saying, "Oh yeah, I got it done," it's like, "Oh yeah, I got to do this, this, and this," and then
Mm-hmm.
the next day I'm like, "Yeah, I still got to do this, this, and this," and I don't know. I was like, I like it, but I know I got to stop doing that and get them done. And so
Okay. Okay.
that's
Okay.
one thing I would change is procrastination.
Okay. So if you could go back to your 10-year-old self, out of everything that you've been through in life, what advice would you give that 10-year-old K Davis?
Man, I would tell them, yo, grind it out with music, get in the gym early, and just enjoy the journey. You know,
Oh,
like enjoy every day.
okay.
Like don't worry too much about stuff. Just enjoy the journey of your athletic career and your music career, because at any time they could stop and at any time they could pop. And they say when you at the top, the best part of it was the ride there. You get what I'm saying? So
Right, right,
that's
right.
what I would tell them. Just keep grinding with that music, getting in the gym, and just enjoy the journey, really.
Okay, okay. And so last and finally, before we wrap this thing on up, man, you know, we recently had the loss of superstar, legendary, iconic icon, you know, DMX, who passed away.
Yeah,
Very unfortunate to I must say, but
yeah.
I'm pretty sure you probably was, you know, a fan growing up listening to DMX, man.
Oh
And
yeah,
what I want to know from you, man, where were you and where was your and what was going through your mind when you heard about the passing of DMX?
man. I was home and I first heard it like from my wife, really, and I guess at first you don't believe it, because sometimes people be putting stuff up and it don't
Right,
be true.
exactly.
So I went online, of course, on social media, and then when you start seeing all the RIP posts from different people, and then start to set in, like, dang,
Yeah.
like man, I didn't expect that one.
Right, 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 right.
Like a lot of folks you can't see coming, but it's like, nah, there
Fact.
ain't no way.
Right, right,
There ain't no way. That dude done been through so much and was still like trudging forward. Like there's no way it just came out of blue like that.
right, right. Yeah, yeah, man. So, you know, it's like I said again, it's definitely unfortunate, man. But like I said, you know, definitely you learn a lot when you're out here in this world and you're out here in this man. You know, when you experience a lot and witness a lot, you know, so many different things, you know, come to fruition. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, it's good to always be alert and stay alert. If all possible, you want to make sure that things are being looked at in every possible light that there is. You know what I mean?
Right.
Most definitely. All right. So last and finally, what can we, the fans and the supporters that support you, what can we be on the lookout for from you for the rest of the year?
Man, listen. It's been a little minute, but I dropped that first smacker. It's gonna be a whole bunch coming after it, I'm telling you.
Okay.
So just be on the lookout for new music, man. Be on the lookout for, like I said, an art culture brand that's up and running. We got a launch. Matter of fact, June 19th is gonna be
Oh,
our official online launch. So those two things are gonna really be going hot the rest of this year.
okay. 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 All right. And lastly, real quick, let the people know where they can follow and tap in with you at.
Follow me on Instagram, man, at KDavisNC. That's KDAV 2 I's SNC. Follow me on Instagram, and that'll take you to all the Facebook. Facebook is the same thing, at KDavisNC. SoundCloud at KDavisNC. iTunes, K Davis. Well, there ain't no NC on that, but K Davis, it's all spelled the same. So you follow one,
Okay.
that'll take you to the rest of them.
Most definitely. But bro, K Davis, bro, listen, man, we truly, truly appreciate you, man, for taking the time out to come and chop it up with us,
Hey, man, I appreciate you.
chop it up with us right here on the special edition of Independent Thing Podcast, man. We definitely learned a lot from you, man. Definitely,
Yeah,
we definitely appreciate you sharing your journey with us, man, and definitely keep rising, keep soaring, and remember to always climb to your destiny. You know what I mean?
appreciate it. Look, somebody just reminded me, the featured artist, man. I'll be up there in probably a month or two. I'll be on the featured artist, so y'all be on the lookout for that too.
Okay, okay. Well, definitely, we definitely look out. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us this evening for Independent Scene Podcast Special Edition with the one and only K Davis. I am yours, truly, Contra J23, and you already know the vibes. You already know what time it is, and we will see you next time on another edition in the podcast. I'm your boy. We out of here.
Peace.
Peace.